Hello BookTube. Today I'm going to be discussing Lost Gods by Micah Yongo. So this is the second book I read so far in December, and I like it quite a bit. From this point forward, spoiler warning because I just can't help myself. So basically, let me read you the back of the blurb. Nathan is one of 5 young warriors who have been trained and raised together by a mysterious brotherhood of assassins known only as the Shidai. When he is framed for the murder of his closest friend, Nathan pursues his betrayer and comes to learn that there's far more to the shadowy brotherhood that raised him and the machinations of the rulers of the warring kingdoms than he'd ever imagined. So, basically, to carry on from the description on the back, Nathan is a young assassin. He has been trained since the age of 6 by a brotherhood of assassins called the Shidai, who are the elite of the elite. They're basically, if there's a problem that you need taken care of quietly, without much talking about, the government will send the Shidai out to take care of the problem. And the Shidai come, essentially, I'm assuming it's like every 11 years, it takes 11 years to train a Sharim, I think it's, the term is Sharim, or a coterie of assassins. That basically every 11 years, members of the Order Brotherhood go out searching for the indebted, the orphaned, children of their own members, and collect them and bring them to this remote mountain fortress village to train them for 11 years. After 11 years, they're given their first official assignments and sent out. And then the cycle begins again. And so, after the 11 years of training, they have 11 years of active in the field, and then 11 years of, I think they move back to the village for to train and stuff, and then there's elderhood and what have you. But anyway, so getting back to, so the Shidai serve the Sharif, who is in effect the emperor of the sovereignty, this massive kingdom that incorporates all but a few areas in the novel. So Nathan and his companions are given their first assignments, and before the assignment really even begins, one of them is killed, and Nathan goes in pursuit of who he believes is the betrayer. Unknown to him, there are numerous machinations going on. Somebody's hunting down other members of the Shidai. Nathan and the person Ariana, who he believes is the betrayer, are fingered as the culprits. The young Sharif is seeking to really assert his authority. His mother and other courtiers are trying to prevent that. The wife of a southern governor, Yasmin, is trying to figure out what happened to her murdered brother, who was killed in essentially the prologue. And and it's eventually everything comes to a head-ish. I greatly enjoyed the novel. Nathan is, despite being quite stubborn, he's a very fascinating character. Yasmin And Sidon, the Sharif, are pretty cool characters, very well done. Um, Daniil, another member of Nathan's coterie, I thought is pretty well done, particularly how his developing conscience and beliefs contrast that of his twin brother Joseph's sort of burgeoning lack of a conscience. All pretty good, cool, and how the plot develops. Now, it does take a while to fully develop, and until then, it is like leaves the reader asking what's going on. There are two major either moments of the protagonist holding the idiot ball or just acting like an idiot. It's actually raised why exactly Nathan goes in pursuit of Ariana, who he believes has betrayed him and framed him for this murder, when the logical course of action would have been to return to Elysia, the headquarters of the Shidame, to report that, yeah, Ariana has betrayed us. She's tried to frame me for this crime. Do you wish me to go out in pursuit of her? Rather than just blindly going out in pursuit of her. It's like, what did, The second issue is that it becomes very obvious very quickly that Ariana, obviously Nathan, the Shidame and the government are wrong about Nathan's role in the murders of the other Shidame. But there's becomes very apparent very quickly that Ariana couldn't be involved either, because she has a role in Sidon's story, even though it's not revealed until later in the book. But the annoying thing is that nobody ever actually questions that well, if she's been in this position for months and people have known about it, and nor has she attacked the two Shidame who have been guarding Sidon, then, something's not right here. That there's never any sort of self-reflexive, what exactly is going on here. It's just like, and I don't know necessarily if that's a part of Shidame training, where you basically do not question the orders you are given, or if it's just the plot really needs everybody to be idiotic at that point. It still works. It's still enjoyable. It's just like, that I think could have been a little bit better done. But I think that's really my only criticism of the book. So I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to Pale Kings, which is the second volume, which hopefully I will get to in January. But until then, thank you, BookTube. I will talk to you later.